lips look like Halle Berry.
Hi lover girls, hi lover boys, this is Royalty Tea Room and we're back with another recap of Bad Girls Gone Wild. Just a little quick, last week I did not put out any videos. I really wasn't feeling that good, so I'm going to skip all the videos I recap like last Sunday's episode, and I'm just going to, just assume that you guys watched it. So we're just going to talk about what happened in this current episode. Even this video is pretty late. I'm going to try to get it out. Today's Saturday where I am, so I'm going to try to get it out this day before the next episode drops tomorrow. So I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Sometimes I got a life. This isn't like my full-time thing, so I'm just trying to juggle all that. But more recaps to come. More daily vlogs. I have a special daily vlog coming. I really want to spoil it, but I can't. Beauty stuff, all of that. So please stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, notifications, and everything. And let's just hop right in. So the episode starts with Gloss Up versus Oxy Pearl, and Oxy was winning. Like everyone has even said it online. Especially like the way that they were positioned on the bus. Like, I mean, Gloss Up was like by something that was on her back, and Oxy had like room. So I feel like if they did a rematch, no, honestly, like what we see in the episode, it wasn't going to go anywhere. Oxy won. And then, of course, like at the end of the day, Oxy is going to feel a way because it was her bed, even though like she was sharing. And I get Gloss saying like it wasn't your room, like your real room, like this wasn't even your bed. It was for girls here. I get that, but at the same time, like she has a right to feel that way. Coco didn't, but like she had a right to feel that way too. Like if I was Coco, I'd be like, y'all come up in here when I'm asleep, just like what was that girl's name? Y'all remember BGC 16, like the social media one, when that little girl who would always say like Shadisi, y'all remember her? Let me know in the comments. I can't remember her name. She was tiny, but she could fight. And remember that fight with her and Z, like when Z tried to come up in there, and she was just like, you see me here when I'm asleep and everything. So it was kind of like one of those situations. Like if someone was in that room with them, like they could have felt offended too. So I get how Oxy felt. So then back on the bus with Coco and like Daisy, Coco and Jaden, like they're still going back and forth. And apparently Coco says that she overheard Jaden talking ish about her to Bahati, and it's still up. So then back on the other bus, the episode like goes back and forth, so follow me. All the girls feel like Oxy is doing too much for the camera time and being extra. Low-key though, on the bus, Shay, I saw her sitting. She low-key looked like Winter from BGC. I was like, oh, who's that? And then I was like, oh, that's Shay. They kind of like look alike. Yes, no? I think so. But yeah, they feel like she's doing too much, and they didn't say it to her face. So it's like, I mean, boo-hoo. So then the girls arrive at the animal tour, and then they sit Jaden by Coco and TT. Unbeknownst to us, TT apparently has an issue with her. So then, like, TT said something about it smelling like pee, and Coco says it's Jaden, and then Jaden just swings on her. But, like, low-key, I respected it, even though Jaden's not a good fighter. Like, at least she swung. So, hey, I mean, she was like, y'all not gonna keep disrespecting me. I know people online are like, why does she always talk ish when she can't really fight? But it's like, low-key, so far, I mean, she hit Hurricane first. She hit Coco first. Of course, Daisy was punching her when she was drunk, so maybe because it was drunk. Y'all gotta remind me. I don't think Jaden's like a punk. She's not like running. I mean, of course she can't fight, but I think that there's a difference. Let me know if I'm wrong. So Coco obviously got her, like she got on top of her, was just mink. And then yeah, TT wants smoke too. She said because she accidentally kicked her while security was separating Coco and Jaden, and that's why she wouldn't smoke. I told y'all, TT, like, ever since she got into it with Bahati, is just giving follower, like, and even Hurricane, I kind of liked her in the beginning, and now I don't. It's just, like, they look alike, they act alike, throw them in the trash can. But then when they were fighting, I heard TT say, what happened to when we got off the bus? So did Zeus edit it? Because, like, respectfully, some of these people, not characters, but, like, some of these people, we don't like them, but it's, like, Zeus edits things. So I heard her say that. So if she said in her confessional, oh, she said she was going to do something to me off the bus, and then she kicked me, it's like, okay, already an issue, then you kick her. I can kind of get that. I mean, the kick obviously was an accident, but like, they didn't show that, so I'm just going off what they showed, but I did peep it, so Zeus, you're doing these girls a disservice. I mean, any reality TV show, they're going to edit it, so I mean, that's kind of what you sign up for. So then, yeah, Jaden's like talking a big game when security's pulling her away. Loki, some of the stuff she was talking, I was like, I mean, you can't really back it up, but she ain't no punk. You know, she's not scary, I guess, but she is getting beat up all the time. So like maybe pipe down on the talking. She kind of reminds me of like Jada from BGC. Like Jada would always talk, but she didn't always win her fights. But I mean, she wasn't scary, so hey. So then Ming comes on the other bus with Oxy, Pearl, and Hurricane. And Oxy has smoked because of the night before. And basically, y'all know what happened. Like, Ming was saying, like, oh, fight me now, blah, blah, blah. And low-key, are Gloss and Oxy cool? Because they were sitting right by each other like nothing happened. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. But, hey, teach their own. So then, Oxy checks her young ass. Because it's just like, I mean, I'm young too, but like, still. Ming is scary because, like, Oxy literally threw a water bottle at her head. And Ming was just like, you're not going to get a storyline off me. But, like, clearly the night before, you was starting with her. Like, I don't like that age thing where, like, people think that you can start something and nothing's going to happen to you because of an age. And I'm just like, no. Like, human respect doesn't have any color, any age, any gender, none of that. Like, just human decency, human respect for me, breathing, having flesh like you, like, I just feel like that went out the window with them, so it's obviously going to be up. And Ming got bucked after security got up. Like, I clocked it. And even Jelena, that girl's name, she was, like, clocking in her confessional. So it's clear, like, Ming didn't want to fight. Like, literally, when she threw that water bottle, she stopped. Maybe saw security coming from her peripheral. And then got bucked. And it was just like, you don't even want to fight. Oxy's like, let her go. Like, you want us to fight, and Ming's just like still touching her security. It was low-key giving what Scotty does. I love you, Scotty, but it's the truth. So then they get in the middle of the road and nothing happens. It's just like a waste of time. And Ming is just like throwing her middle finger up, and Oxy's like still on that. Then they were about to leave, and Jaden jumps and tries to fight again when nobody is on that. Like, so they were like on these hay barrels, I think. It wasn't like a bus when they got off the original Sprinter. But Jaden like got back on the hay barrel, and she just tried to jump again, and it was like, no one was even on that, girl. Like, that's so extra. Respectfully, it was extra. Like, I get it. It's still up and it's stuck. But you are in a different country, in public. Like, you have to think, is it worth 15 years in Brazil jail or prison? Or why don't you just wait till you get back to the house? I think option 2 sounds a bit better. Then Daisy's bus is talking about Oxy and Ming. Coco says that she's not going to keep beating Jaden up since the other girls are going to F her up. And I was like, I mean, that's fair. So now the girls can't go inside because they were loud. Which it's like, I mean, duh. Like, that's obviously going to happen. And then Natalie's upset about them not going in and says that they can't get back their phones because Janella was recording Natalie Nunn, I guess the night before or something, and she got really upset. And it was just giving that did not happen, that either did not happen at all, or something of that sort happened, and Natalie's just like taking it out of proportion per Natalie Nunn antics, which, you know, I grew up on this lady, so no shade, I just know who she is. So yeah, and then Natalie has another confession. I'm just like, she's not even the cast, like, what the world. I see more of her Natalie's confession than like Raven so far up until this episode. We'll get into that. So then Daisy said that they're acting ghetto, and I'm just like, that's ironic. That's ironic. So they get off the bus, and now Natalie's yelling at Janelle for real. But Janelle is like standing 10 toes down. She's just like, I'm not gonna get scary. And Janelle probably had a feeling Natalie's gonna get the girls to fight her. Like, if I was Janelle, I would make a public service announcement. Like, you want to do this for TV? That's fine. None of these ladies better touch me at all, or it's gonna get very, very baddies. Just saying. Because that's like you get into survival mode and that's not okay. Like, even for the mental, just imagine like someone is setting you up, lying, and then 5, 3, I don't know how many girlies that you didn't even think had a problem with you are now trying to fight you for their phone back, which is like, okay, fine, you want your phone back, but at the same time, that's not okay. I'm a one person thing. And like her true friends, well, I don't even know if she had any true friends. Like, they just met each other. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Like, for me, that would have put me in a very, very different mind space. I wouldn't talk to them ever again. Like, she's stronger than me. But then again, it is a TV show. So maybe, like, Natalie was just like, hey, like, you know, I'll shoot you an extra $50K for that. So, hey, anything for money, right? So yeah, it's just giving great value Jocelyn, just the way Natalie was like yelling at her. And it was like, when she was yelling at her, I was like, girl, goodbye. Like, no. And even like, no. There's something about Jocelyn when she yells, just like, it's that accent, that Puerto Rican fire. It's just, it sends shivers down the spine. Natalie is just giving Long Beach the chin. Like, it's not at all intimidating. So Daisy rushes and hits Janelle for nothing. But, you know, Daisy's clearly winning. She's a big girl. Then Natalie says Daisy can get her phone back since she ran up. Womp, womp, womp. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if I was the other girls, I would tell Natalie, like, I'm going to get my phone back regardless if I run up or not, because this is not Bad Girls Club where you sign something that says they can take your phone. I don't know if they are signing that in their contract, idiots if they are, but I would never, because it's like, I need my phone, especially if there's people out there who have kids. Like, no ma'am, like, you can't just take this. Like, even another country, like, I'll freaking go to the U.S. Embassy and get your, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many legal precautions you can take, and if getting kicked off the show is the route you need to take for your integrity and dignity, then so be it. You can't put a price on that. Trust me. Oxy is saying that she was going to do it before Daisy ran up. And I put question marks because, like, I liked you for the beginning part of this episode and, like, the end part of last episode. But now it's just going back to follow her. And it's like, really? But she didn't. So then Shay versus Janelle. And Shay won for the most part. So then Janelle's like out of breath, and low-key, like, Shay can fight. Like, I like Shay. Of course she lost against Daisy, but like, that's a big girl. Everyone else she's fought, she's pretty much held her own, which we will get to that. So then now TT wants to fight Jaden, and I honestly, like, I get why she wants to fight her now, just because, yes, they did fight on the bus. Well, TT like ambushed her, but Jaden was talking crap after they got separated, like, unlimited. And then she tried to attack her again when no one was on that. So this fight was justified. I will say that. And I love it when she was saying, like, get up, Craig, get up, Craig. I was like, ah! That was funny, though. I was like, yes, like, get up, Craig. But watch at the reunion, she'll bring a brick or something, or, like, bring a trash barrel. Like, I'm making some Friday references, just jokes. Please don't do that. It's just jokes. So then Rella calls out Raven, and I'm just so confused. It's like, over what? And my thing is, either they talked behind the scenes saying, hey, let's like do this fake beef so I don't have to fight anyone who's like huge like Daisy, or I guess Rella really had a problem with Raven. And Raven versus Rella, and then Daisy and Gloss just jump in for what? Like, for what? And when I say jump in, like, it wasn't hitting. They just, like, stopped her because Raven did have, like, this battery pack in her hand. And, I mean, Rella called her out. And she said she didn't want to fight. And Rella was just like, come on. And she didn't want to fight. My thing is, like, I would not have even walked over there if I didn't want to fight. Because it's like, I don't want to fight. You're not going to make me. Now, if you come towards me, now the weapons can be used. But walking over there with the weapon, like... But then again, they are in a secluded area with cameras. It would have looked wrong. So maybe she felt like she had to go over there. Either way, having the weapon was justified because y'all are calling her out. She doesn't feel comfortable. She doesn't even want to fight you guys. And you're still calling it, like... You're kind of in her turf now. But then again, like... Rella is not that big to be using a weapon. Like, I could use a weapon on, like, Tasiki or Daisy or Rolly. Like, not no little Rella, respectfully. So then, I don't know. But yeah, I had mixed feelings about it. Like, I get it. But at the same time, like, she's kind of tiny. So I'm just like, do what you do. Gloss runs up on Raven. And then Raven hits her with the battery pack. Now, this is, like, what I mean. Like, Gloss got in her personal space. Raven was not ready for that. Didn't know they had a problem. They kind of like jumped her in the fight, without really like pulling her hair or anything. And so yes, that battery pack to the head of Gloss was justified again. And then everyone like just doesn't like Raven all of a sudden. Raven is like prettier in person. Like the confessionals do not do her justice. I will say that. And question, I heard that she had like a thing with CB. CB's my man. So like if you did, girly, whatever, get it as you can. I'm a little jealous. But then Bahati clocked it about Rella and Raven. I can't remember what she said, but yeah. Gloss versus Shay over the peanut thing, which is so justified. This is a fight that, like, yes, they need to fight, because Gloss Up, you could go to jail for that. How dare you throw peanuts at her when she's allergic? Like, that's literally attempted murder, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. And Shay got her. She literally drug her in the ground. Like, Gloss fell, and, like, Shay was getting her. And I was just like, dang, Gloss. I was like, get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. But, yeah. Second round, Shay still won. So then the girls are talking to Janelle about what happened with Raven, and then about Jaden. And now Daisy and Coco talk to Bahati, and Bahati is making sense. So they talked to her about, like Coco was telling Daisy, basically feeding her that Bahati was talking ish and that she's a fake friend, which is clearly all lies. Obviously I wasn't there, but it's just giving lies and fornication. So then Bahati's making sense, like, about, like, why would I, like, about telling someone that Coco was ducking smoke, because, like, it did seem like she was ducking smoke. I mean, but that's just an opinion. It's not a fact. And, so then Daisy just keeps bullying, saying she's big dog, and it's like, no, you're not. Natalie's big dog. I mean, well, no, actually, Lemmy's big dog. And then Daisy said and it is a back and forth. Bahati's clocking her every time. I was honestly embarrassed for Daisy. I was like, what are you doing? Like, all you can do is fight. You have none of this. You don't have good reading skills. And I mean, you're not like the prettiest person I've ever seen. So like, I just think she's good for WWE or boxing, just not reality TV. Reality TV needs people who can read well, have a conversation, throw shade, and in this situation, kind of fight or whatever. So like, Bahati's good at that. Low-key, Jaden has a good mouth on her. Shay, you know what I mean? Like, that's some reality. I see some reality royalty in that sprinkle of those girls. But the rest of them... So then they fight, and Bahati, that punch to the face, Bahati made Daisy bleed, and Daisy was mad, and then, like, Bahati was, like, kicking her butt. It was too funny. I know y'all already saw that, but just gotta say. So then they try to go for another round, and it looks like Bahati is keeping up, and that's the end of the episode. So next time, it's the end of Bahati versus Daisy. They go back to the house. Rella versus Raven. Then they get kicked out of the house, and they go to a club, and then they have a new home, and then it's Raven versus Oxy Pearl, and then, like, Natalie yells at them per usual. So that was the end of that, guys. I'm so sorry it was late. I will try to be more consistent, I promise. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you feel. Bye. Hi, lover girls. Hi, lover boys. Oh, wait. I forgot my mic. Hold up. Hi, lover girls. Hi, lover boys. We're back. Hold up. So Shay was just, like, getting her, beating her. Boop. Hold up. So then, like, Jaden gets jumped. And tries to fight a... Hold up, y'all. My computer's glitching. Give me a second. So... Then the baddies, bad girls gone wild. Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute. Hold up.